Hello and welcome to the Lunar Phoenix Path, where we use symbolism to help you turn embers into flame. Today, we're looking at when you keep trying, but nothing is actually improving through the lens of burnout. Let's see what wants to come forward. So right away, I have this image of like water boiling under pressure. So that said, the image we have is overall energy, 5 of Wands, conflict, disagreements, tension, sport, diversity, rivalry, challenges, obstacles, competition, aggression, clash of egos. And I'm feeling conflict, tension, challenges, obstacles, maybe even a little clash of egos. You're going through a lot right now. Whether it's relationship related, work related, neither of those. I'm feeling it's probably more work related. I feel like you need to reduce the pressure. I'm hearing an eye roll, like my mind's eye is seeing like an eye roll or no kidding comment. That saying it and actually experiencing it is a whole other thing. And I get that. I don't think that lack of effort is your problem. I think you're holding too many cups and you're trying to juggle them all, and eventually you're going to miss one and the whole thing is going to fall. So let's see what this reading wants. So that's a lot. Okay. I feel like you want it to come out too. Okay. So 3, 4. I was planning on 3, but 4 is where we're going. So in numerology, 4 is like structure, foundation, discipline, stability. Can also mean protection, reinforcement of structure and discipline. There we go. So I'm going to go with the protection route out of all of that. Because I feel like the structure is something that you're already trying to push. And like I said, it's not for a lack of effort. So nostalgia, childhood, or past. I'm sorry. Let's actually state the card. That would be 6 of Cups. So nostalgia, childhood, or past, memories, familiarity, gifts, innocence, reunion, joy, healing, comfort, sentimentality, pleasure. I feel like this is what you, in some way, shape, or form, what you want to experience. You miss your nostalgia, the way things used to be. You want to experience joy again. I get that. I truly do, because I myself have going through some burnout. Actually, me and my husband both. But for different routes. I'm hearing in the sense of you need to let some stuff go. You need to find your base. You need to remember like who you are and experience that childlike innocence, at least for a little bit. So maybe if you like to hike and you haven't been able to, and I'm hearing concrete jungle. I'm not going to break out in tune. Take some time. Go for a walk in the park. Go to a nature reserve and take a hike. If you're a video gamer, play some video games. There's gardening, whatever. Baking, if that's your thing. Being creative in the kitchen. I'm just naming things as they come across my brain. The point is, in all of this, do whatever grounds you to bring you back to your center, because only from that point can you make proper decisions. Like, for example, if I am at work and I need to make a training video and I have this long section that I need to do, I'm a perfectionist, and I will just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing until I get it right. And sometimes the more I push, the worse it gets. And so I know I need to stop, reset, take a deep breath, and try again. And usually at that point, I'll get it within a couple. So take that basic formality. Okay. Next we have the Ten of Cups. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Happiness, divine love, blissful relationship, harmony, alignment, family, love and support, fulfillment, emotional stability, domestic joy. This is heavily on the family, but maybe this is like a relationship thing. I mean, for me, it's more of a work thing. So we're going to try to take a neutral approach with this card. I'm feeling the whole emotion, obviously the emotional stability. So what do you need to do? And I know as soon as I say this, you're going to say, like, you just covered that. What do you need to do to come in alignment? So obviously there's what I covered here. I feel like this is more about the actual situation. Like, you're juggling too many things, and you need to let some stuff go in order to experience the happiness, the alignment, the emotional stability, the harmony, fulfillment. I'm hearing it is okay to not be okay. In that sense, talk to somebody. It could be a therapist, it could be a best friend. If it's like a work-related thing, talk to your boss. I mean, if they see you're good at a lot of things, they're going to not think anything differently, like everything is fine. That said, if they're very intuitive and notice that the actions are not matching the words, like they hear the disdain in your voice, they might be able to sense it, but not everybody is. So I'm hearing, I'm not a mind reader. So in that sense, you need to talk to whoever you need to talk to. And help get a fresh perspective on things, or at least, I'm sorry, they can give a fresh perspective on things. Maybe they can suggest, hopefully they can suggest, depending on the person, a new direction for you to go. In the case of your boss, maybe they can help like sort out all the details. Like if you have to do inspections on a building, and the contents within, but you have to push forth new directions from corporate, and like you're one person in a two-person department, and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting for someone to hire your new boss. For whatever reason, they haven't done it yet, but whoever it is you're temporarily reporting to, you have to talk to them. Because more than likely that person is going to be above the person that will be in the shoes that are being filled. Or if they think everything is fine, then they'll just keep going. Maybe they haven't hired the person for financial reasons. If they think that you can handle the position for right now, they're going to like push it out as long as they can to save a buck. And while that makes good business sense, if they're losing you, if you're really good, I mean really good at your job, and they're losing you, hypothetically, they should recognize that that is not a place to be, and then they need to get going. I feel like I could ramble on this forever. So next card is the Three of Wands. Waiting for your shifts to sail in, awaiting results on decisions made, progress, expansion, confidence, new horizons, growth, foresight, a milestone. So in my ramblings at the latter half of this card, I feel like this is more like you in that situation. You keep waiting for your situation to improve. I keep going back to the talk to this person, but at the same time, I feel like we should assume that you've already done that. You see where you want to be. You know where you want to go. You know how you want to operate. You know the outcome that you want. Now, whether that is the outcome that comes about, it's a whole other thing. Patience is the only word that keeps coming to my mind here. If you're beyond this point, you've already talked to the person, and the changes aren't being made to help you make change, or at least it appears like that. I'm willing to bet if they really like you, they already have made the choices and some steps in the right direction. You just haven't seen them yet. Like your back is turned to them, and you're so focused on where you want to go that you're not seeing everything that's in the works. So have some patience. Do what you can. In the sense of it is okay to not be okay. For those who like numerology, it is 1133. So take that as you will. Like, for example, in the inspections context that I gave earlier, if you have to choose between the inspections in the building, so compliance, or pushing out new things, and somebody's expecting you, somebody from up on high, so maybe corporate, is expecting you to do all of this as one person in a two-person department. You need to figure out what your priorities are and just do what you can. I'm not saying backtalk them, but kindly remind them that the compliance ideas are, they're more important. Because if those falter, then, and it's caught, then, well, that's going to be an even bigger problem. And they don't want that. So, in that sense, maybe they will be able to temporarily have someone occasionally come out and help you. So you can have a little more peace of mind and look forward to how things should be. Okay. So on the last card, we have the Emperor. So respect, leadership, father figure, divine masculine energy, structure, authority, stability, control, discipline, and focus. I feel that this is where you will be. Like, this will be you on the other side of this, because this can't go on forever. No human being can be expected to experience this craziness forever. If you play your cards right, and so in other words, if it is like a work thing, you don't blow up at your boss. Just kindly let him know how you're doing, what's behind, what's not getting done. Just be very disciplined and show some structure. They can already sense the tension in your voice, or they should. I feel that if you do the whole respect, if you play the whole respect card, then this is where you will be. Because blowing up at your boss or your boss's boss is definitely not the way to go. That would be a bad life choice. In the case, I know I've been talking about job, because I do feel like that's where most of everyone is. But in like a relationship sense, talk to your partner. If you feel that they're not picking up the weight, it's very one-sided, let them know. Anyone who truly loves you will recognize that there's a problem and be willing to help you. There's the phrase, happy wife, happy life. Now I'm going to use that in terms of feminine energy and not gender. My brain keeps trying to alter that happy wife, happy life to a happy spouse, and I'm not coming up with any rhyming things. So you get where I'm going with this. If you address this together, it shouldn't. It won't be just you on this shore looking ahead. It will be the both of you looking ahead to happier times. This is just a season, if you will. Like I said, it can't go on forever. Yeah, in the sense of the relationship thing, stability, this is, like I said, where you want to be. It'll be stability, control. You'll be able to focus on things better. Trying to keep this gender neutral. You'll have more respect for each other. I think that's the big thing here. So enough of the rambling. So let's get some oracle cards. Okay. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Yes. So whether it's work or relationship related or otherwise, if you take the steps here, these two will coincide. So full moon in Libra, for those of you who want a time frame, full moon in Libra. That is April 1st. That's a few days away. Well, if you're suffering from burnout, I highly doubt that your situation will be improved in like a handful of days. It could. Maybe you should look at it more rather than be completely resolved. I'm thinking more like significant steps. Not just one or two baby steps, like significant steps are being taken by that time. Okay. Last one. Spend time on you, balance yourself. Yes, so this goes back to kind of what I was mentioning here. For those of you who like numerology, 39 could mean something to you. In this case, 3 means expansion, creativity, communication, and joy, so communication. 9 would be completion, endings, wisdom, release. If you add them, that would be 12. So 1 is initiation, so leadership, independence, new beginnings. 2 is balance and duality, partnership, sensitivity, diplomacy, which reduces down to 3. So 1 plus 2. 3 is, like I said, expression, creativity, communication, and joy. So take all of that and do with it as you will. But yeah, you need to balance yourself before you can get here. Certainly before you can get here. Before you can tackle this, you need to balance yourself. You need to get to your core, experience some form of serenity, because pushing through it for the sake of pushing through it to try to get through it may sometimes work. 11:44 on the clock. But a lot of the times it won't. So essentially, in all of this, I'm saying adjust how you engage what you're doing. And then, because the current way is not working, whatever the current way is for you. Adjust how you approach things, and things should get better with time. All right? That's about it. Whatever is surfacing for you right now, let it clarify rather than consume. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and move forward in a way that best suits you. I'll see you next time.